Hey guys, so on this one, we just finished up 2a. Now we're going to look at 2b. This is a new equation. We got 8x plus 10 equals 0. So remember, think of this as one equation, and then think of the 0 as a second equation. We want to see where those equations are equal to each other. So go back to our graphing calculator. Remember this equation. We're going to start with that one first. And we're going to go y equals 8x plus 10. Okay, and there's the first one. So let me just double check, make sure I got it right. 8x plus 10, perfect. So there it is, I typed it in there. Now I'm gonna go to that settings and convert to a table. There it is. Now if you remember correctly, we want this to equal 0. So up here in the headers, you wanna go over one more column and type in 0 right there. And now we're gonna do the same process that we did before. We're gonna look to see where these guys match each other. And right now I don't see anywhere that they're matching, but if this had a 0 in it, I know it'd be between -6 and 2. The 0 should go in there somewhere, which means we need to change our x values. Okay? Right now they're going by 1s. We need to go by something smaller so we can start seeing in between. This right here also, like, let me see. This graph can also sort of help you understand where everything's at. And I'm just going to make sure I put a line on there so that I can see those better. Perfect. Okay. So if you see these two graphs, they represent this column and this column, the second and third one. Right there where they cross is where our answer is going to be. And you'll learn this in a future video, or sorry, in a future lesson that's dealing with graphs. Right now we're dealing with tables, but I just want to give you a heads up. This can actually help you determine what these x values should go by. Look, our solution is going to be right there where they cross. And it tells us that the solution will actually be at negative 1.25. But we want to be able to see that in a table as well, because we won't always be working with graphs. And so it's going to go by 0.25, but let's just pretend we didn't know that. Let's pretend this graph wasn't here. In the last problem, I told you to change it to 0.5s so that you could see the solution. So here's what that would look like. -2, -1.5. And then if I click enter from there, I think it should go by 0.5s. Never mind. It's hopping around. So -1, and then -0.5, and 0. Perfect. So there it is. Now here we're looking to see if we can find a solution. So does this match? No. Does this match? No. I don't see a 0 matching anywhere, but if there had to be a 0 in this column, it would be between -2 and 2. So now we got to go in between these two x values. We went by 0.5s. If we go even smaller increments, we can go by 0.25s. So I'm going to make some space in between there. And I did that by clicking on this and hitting enter. I actually just realized that I could do that in this video right now, which is kind of cool. And so in between that would be -1.25. And look at that. There's the 0 that we were looking for. So when you're kind of looking at the table, you're sort of analyzing and observing and trying to find a spot where we can get those numbers to match. And so you find the value. The value is x equals -1.25. That's your solution right there. So to report your solution and to display it on a table, simply take this table, copy it using your pencil or pen or whatever you're using, and go to your book, put that table in here. Remember, you can also use Kami to put it in there. I'm not going to put it in there just because you can see it on Desmos already. So here's the table. If you need to pause the video and copy it over, do that right now. And then to report your solution, remember it's just x equals -1.25, which you're going to put in here. So for the solution, whoops, sorry, not this side. We're on this problem. For the solution, you would put x equals negative 1.25 in here. Okay, and put your table up there, and now you're set for 2b. You found the solution where these two equal 0. If you look at the next problems that we're about to do right now, you can see these start getting a little more tricky. Now you have an equation here and an equation there, not just a single number. So we're going to talk about these two in the next video. I'll see you guys there.